Hello and good evening. We're here live from the Corn Palace with Coach Kobe Fitzgerald from the Dell Rapids St Mary's Cardinals and player of the game, Brand. Oh, sorry, Connor Libs. Coach, how was that last minute little hurrah that winner gave you? How'd that make you feel?
Well, twofold on that question. I think the boys were trying to give me a heart attack early on in the season, but our guys stepped up, made some key stops on the defensive end. I think you know, offensively we were playing good for 3 quarters, and I think our obviously some lapses in the defensive end, down the stretch in the fourth quarter. But I think the last 2 minutes we really stepped up, got some key defensive stops, defensive rebounds, and closed the game out.
Yes, I really admire the tenacity and the spirit your boys had to face that kind of adversity with the comeback that winner gave. Uh, Connor, I wanna ask you. I mentioned it right when you walked in, but where do you get your fearless demeanor, attitude from? I really love watching and seeing that in you.
That's a good question. I really don't know either. Probably the right question would probably be mom and dad, but make them feel good about it. But I don't know. I've been playing varsity for a long time, and just getting used to the feel and being able to know what to do and when to do it. And I have no fear with my size and my ability. I'm not afraid, so I just I guess I just react and play, and I'm not afraid.
I'm gonna come back to you again. With that awesome performance, how do you feel it not only propelled yourself but propelled your team to just an amazing victory tonight? How do you think that helped overall for the
This
progress?
was probably a pretty good win for our guys. We just had a tough loss the other night to Dell Rapids, and now we're able to play another good Class A team, get another good win, which is really good as we're going into more conference play, tournaments. So I think it's a lot of momentum. We're going to be able to have confidence that we can beat anybody on any given night, which is good. And being able to play in an environment like this was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. So I think it was really good for our guys and the confidence.
Coach, I'm gonna direct this one towards you. Um, the winner had that last minute comeback, and there's a lot of things. What do you think you can grow off of that? What would you kind of find out about your team in that last 5 minutes of play?
I probably don't give enough credit to the boys on the defensive end. I think we harp on a lot of things and work on a lot of things offensively throughout practices and things like that. But when we need to get a stop, I think we had back-to-back stops when it was a 3-point game, and that's huge for our team, knowing that we can, if our offense isn't flowing, at certain spots, we can, step it up on the defensive end and take care of business there. And obviously, a lot of times good teams are going to play or feed off their defensive end. And that's where we get a lot of our transition points, getting defensive stops, defense rebounds, getting out and run. I think that's where our team's really good.
And very well points there, Coach. For the rest of your season, are you guys midway, or how far along in your season are you right now? And what's I mean, I know the ultimate goal is a state title, but you have a journey to get there, and what are some things that you're going to continue to work on and get better at?
Well, we're 6 games in this year, and we're definitely road tested. We played one home game so far this year, so getting that experience early in the season is definitely good for the kids. We got a lot of conference games coming up here. In about 2 weeks, we have our conference tournament, so we're going to play a lot of quality wins here in the next 3 weeks. So we got a good one coming up here on Monday night against S-Line on the road again, and then we play a good D. Smith club on Friday night in Dell Rapids. So a couple games that the kids are looking forward to getting out in the court again, and a quick turnaround on Monday night. So, atmospheres like coming over the Corn Pass is always good for the kids. A tournament time, playing neutral sites against good quality teams are really going to help us down the stretch.
Connor, I'm gonna direct this one to you. I noticed that you guys have a lot of, I guess, underclassmen, not too many seniors. I think four of them on your roster. How does that make you feel, knowing that you guys still have a program to look forward to, not just this throughout the season, but for next year as well?
This is what we've been working for years and years. Ever since we were in second, third grade, and You know, the seniors have been great. They've done nothing but help, and I think my class, we've been playing together for years and years, and we're finally getting ready to the point where we can play at that level and compete in these environments. So we're pretty excited about the next 2 years and what it's gonna bring.
Last question. It's going to be for both of you. Connor, you can go ahead and answer first, please. How was your time? How was the game here? How was the atmosphere here at the first annual Sacred Hoops Basketball Classic here in Mitchell? And are you guys looking forward to maybe coming back for another year?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun to play in. You know, Winter's not a team we usually get to play ever, and they're quality Class A school, and it was a good game for us, and I think it was good for our guys, you know, especially with the Native American influence, to be able to combine that with our guys, the East-West, I think was pretty cool, something we don't get to see often, especially in a great place like the Corn Palace. It was a lot of fun to play in front of people we never get to play in front of before, so I think I'll really cherish this, and hopefully we come back next year. I don't know, I'm not in charge of that, but we'll see.
Coach, how about you? What are your thoughts, and how do you feel about the first annual Sacred Hoops Classic here in the Corn Palace?
Asked or talked to somebody this week, and it was the first time, you know, in a long history. I think Winter and St. Mary's have had some quality teams in the past. You know, Class B when it was 2 Class B way back in the day, and now in the 3-class system. It was the first time that Winter and St. Mary's ever played against each other, and you know, that's a testament of 2 good programs. You know, St. Mary's and Winter has both been to the state tournaments respectively in their right classes, you know, throughout the years. So getting matched up with a team that we've never played before is a good opportunity for the schools to, you know, play someone different. You know, sometimes you see the same teams over and over, and you know, an event like this, you know, like Connor said, brings, you know, a unique setting, playing a good atmosphere, and playing against teams that you've never played before. So, you know, it was just a good opportunity for the boys, and you know, we're grateful for the opportunity to come over here and play, and hopefully we can do it some more down the road.
Thank you for both of you guys' time. Coach, I really enjoyed your team. I see a great group of young men out there playing really hard. I love to see that. And looking forward to seeing and hearing about you guys and the rest of your season. Connor, really love your heart, your tenacity, and that fearless attitude. I wish you both the best of luck throughout your season. And I'm hoping I can see you guys both at the state tournament and to say, hey, I got to interview those guys. So good luck, and thank you guys for joining us today.
We got a lot of work to do.
Thank you. I'll direct just some questions back and forth, but I'll address who I'm kind of talking to at the moment. And if you could, you can more welcome, grab the mic and pull it a little close so the viewers can kind of hear it and kind of hopefully overhear us from the background noise. So really, I'd like to start with, I love the heart and determination you guys showed, and you guys were down by, I think, 20 at one point throughout the game, and you ended it with, I think, 5, with maybe some late free throws at the end, but closed it within 2. Coach, what are some things with that? What are some things you can build off of and grow from there?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're proud of our guys. First of all, hats off to Dell Rapids St Mary's. They're a heck of a team. They got some really good players, including Connor Libis, who was just here, but they have a bunch of nice players around them as well, and hats off to them getting up 20. And then you look at our squad, we actually were able to cut it to 2 at one point with a free throw. So it's awesome. You're never out of a ball game. You're always right there, and our guys showed a lot of heart, like you said, and just battled till the very end. Even the final buzzer, when we fouled with 0.5 seconds, we fouled going after a loose ball. So proud of our guys for not giving up, and we're going to learn from this and realize we got to value the basketball. Can't turn it over. A lot of their points came off of our turnovers, and that's when that lead ballooned to 20. But we defended pretty well in the half court, and Brady got hot. Jordan got a couple threes late, and we got back in the ball game.
I'm gonna direct this one to you again, Coach. How did you feel facing Dell Rapids St Mary's? Like you said, they're a very tough ball club with a lot of great pieces that just mesh well together. And I always consider them kind of a top-notch program in the state, and you guys gave them all they can handle tonight. What do you see? How was the matchup for you both
Yep,
tonight?
and that's awesome that Sacred Hoops was able to get all these good ball clubs in one building, in one venue. Awesome venue, the Corn Palace. And when we found out we were matched up against Dell Rapids St Mary's, we knew we were in for a dogfight because they're a heck of a team. And that's pretty great that the Sacred Hoops program could put that together. We knew we were going to have to defend. And we honestly feel we did do that. Just a few too many turnovers, but great atmosphere. How awesome this Classic is all about is featuring teams that normally don't play against each other, because we wouldn't play Dell Rapids St Mary's any other time. They're Class B, we're Class A. They're as far east, and we're more South Central, so we wouldn't see them. So it's pretty awesome that we got to see them in this Classic.
Yes, you guys, I really loved everything you guys showcased tonight. I'm going to go to Brady on this one. Brady, one heck of a performance by you, especially late in the game. I see that you're a junior with another great year ahead of you. With the leadership role that kind of falls upon your shoulders, how do you grasp that, and what are some things that not only yourself but your team can work on to just be better throughout the season?
I think we need to start coming out straight out of the gates with aggressiveness. I think we really dug ourselves a hole today. Almost got ourselves out of it. Turned out to be a little too much, but I really think that the heart that we showed tonight is really what our ball club's about. We need to be more aggressive. We can't settle for so many threes to start the game. We can't turn the ball over so much to start the game. I think we had 12 turnovers in the first half. We just need to come out and play cleaner basketball. I think we really kicked it into gear in the second half, and it just turned out to be too much.
I really love the way you attack that hoop, and boy, you can jump out the gym. What are some of the off-season workouts that you do yourself?
A lot of strength training, getting in the gym every day, going up Sioux Falls, doing basketball workouts as much as I can. Basketball is my main thing, and I try to get in as much work as I can in the off-season. Football too.
That I love to hear about too. I'm sure you do some track or something as well.
Yeah.
I love to see that multi-sport athlete. What are some things that you personally want to achieve throughout the rest of the remainder of the season? I know basketball is a team game, but given your player of the game and the performance I saw, you have a lot of potential and I'm sure high expectations.
Yeah, individual accolades are good, but if your team's not winning, then that's what basketball's about. So we really need to just come together, learn from this, and I think if we make to the Sweet 16, we're a scary team to punch our ticket to state, possibly.
Definitely. One thing I thought of that you touched on a little bit, and a great coach that mentored me and shared some things with me when I was a young player playing high school. He said, you can never win a game in the first quarter or the first half, but you can definitely lose one. Down 20, a lot of people, were deflated. A lot of the Dell Rapids St Mary's fans kind of thought they had it in the bag, and I can tell you at the end of this game, there was not probably one person sitting in their seats as they were all just excited. And man, I think some of the corn is up in the air still because you guys raised the roof. With that being said, Coach, how do you feel about playing in the first annual Sacred Hoops Classic here in Mitchell? What are some positives from that?
Great. Great opportunity to see teams that normally don't see each other, but also watching other teams. Like right now, as soon as this game's over, we're going to go watch Crow Creek play West Central, two high-quality programs on the girls' side. I know Red Cloud played Madison boys earlier. Pine Ridge played Parkston boys earlier, and it's top-notch. The whole entire situation with the guys meeting us at the door. We got T-shirts for all of our players, getting to play in the Corn Palace, premier place in the state, and it's just a great environment, great opportunity, and we're very thankful we got asked to play in it.
Brady, I'll come to you after this last question for Coach. Coach, a lot of people carry the lessons and values of basketball onto into their lives, and you can see that basketball is more than a game. Um, a hard fought battle between some hardwood warriors, and the intensity was high, emotions were high. But how did you feel, and what was it like to be in the middle of that circle together to share just a moment of prayer and peace and solidarity?
Yep. And Coach Bertram's been showing it over the big screen every halftime. Is basketball is just a game, but it also teaches life lessons, and that's something that we really try to preach in our program. Is you're only in high school for 4 years. You're only with your teammates, your friends, your family for those 4 years of high school. Value it, because what you learn during the game is going to help you later in life. And I think, even the prayer, that's the camaraderie of the guys coming together, both teams in a hard-fought game, that shows a lot of pride for the Warriors. You just got beat by this team, and now you're going to go hold hands in the middle of the circle and pray. So pretty awesome. And basketball does teach life lessons, and we're glad we're part of it.
That is truly beautiful. I'm gonna come to you, Brady. I'm gonna have 2 questions for you, and we can wrap it up. But my first question is, how did you feel being a part of that? Exactly after loss. Losses are something none of us like to see, but you definitely grow from them. But how did you feel being in that center? It showed a lot of leadership, not just on Dell Rapids St Mary's behalf, but your guys' behalf as well. And what did that center of that feel like?
It's a blessing to be able to play the game of basketball. There's a lot of people that I know personally that aren't even able to play basketball, and just to be blessed with the ability to play is beautiful. And to everybody getting in the middle after the game and thanking the man above, it was something special.
Brady, you definitely were flying high above the rim. A few of those, I was over at the scorers table, and I'm like, man, that kid needs to turn it over and slam one. With that being said, I just like to, give people their due props and share some, just some nice compliments. Lastly, my last question for you, Brady, is what was the atmosphere here like for you at the first annual Sacred Hoop Classic, and was it positive, and are you wanting to and willing to come back with your team next year?
For sure. It's been amazing. I've always wanted to play here. I've come to games and watched games here since I was little. And just getting the opportunity to come play in the Corn Palace was awesome. The facility's awesome. The Sacred Hoops people have been great. Facility, it's awesome.
Well, I'd like to thank you both, Coach Gardner and player of the game, Brady Fritz. You guys have both amazing. I really loved the hard work and dedication and the never give up attitude you guys displayed tonight. A lot of things that, I was really surprised myself. So I want to wish you both the best of luck throughout your season. I want to wish the Winter Warriors a great rest of the season, and I'm hoping I can see you guys at the dance this year. Best of luck to you both. Thank you guys for your time.